Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk. Man, I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I'm just chilling at the crib right now, man. Was just sitting back and just watching some boxing. Got the chance to check out Shakur Stevenson versus Artem Harutyunyan, and I'm back at y'all with my post-fight reaction. Now, going into the fight, man, I kind of knew that this was going to be a lopsided fight in terms of experience, styles, just overall levels. You know what I'm saying? I already knew that Shakur Stevenson was going to be the favorite going into this bout. And I knew that he was going to be the favorite. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. And, I was under the impression that he would dominate the fight, which is exactly what he did at the end of the day. The only question for me was what part of Shakur Stevenson were we going to see this night? Because obviously he's had a chip on his shoulder since the Edwin De Los Santos fight. And he's been coming out saying that, he's going to whoop Artem. You know what I'm saying? And he was very confident in his ability to knock out Artem. So I was really looking forward to seeing exactly what Shakur Stevenson brought to the table. And, really looking at the fight, man, it was typical Shakur Stevenson, standing right in front of you, taking small steps towards you, small steps backwards when you get a little bit too close, managing his range or distance really well, putting his punches together real well. It was just an overall sniper tonight. You know what I'm saying? Artem couldn't really get his offense off at all. He started off real. How can you say this? The rhythm was definitely different with Artem. He definitely had some awkwardness to him where when he was moving from side to side, it was really hard to really pick up exactly what he was going to do. He was kind of unpredictable in the beginning, but of course, with Shakur Stevenson being a high caliber fighter, he made the adjustments necessary to get used to Artem's style and just started picking him apart from there. The only criticism I got with Shakur Stevenson tonight was just him not really stepping on the gas. You know what I mean? And that's obviously an option. If you win in a fight, pretty easily. You know what I'm saying? If you dominate in a fight, you can really take it up. You can really take it however you want to go. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to coast to the victory, that's cool. But obviously with your last performance not being your best performance and you getting a lot of negative criticism from fans, your main objective should have been to really put your hands on this man and essentially beat him into submission so people could really change their perspective on you. You know what I'm saying? I thought that Shakur, he was sharp whenever he was punching. He just wasn't punching enough, in my opinion. I thought there would have been plenty of more opportunities. Uh, there's plenty of opportunities that could have, been taken by Shakur Stevenson, but I just felt like, in all honesty, he just fell back and he just allowed, the fight to just continue and him just coast to a victory, which is completely fine. I've had the same criticisms for guys like Arislandi Lara. If we look back on like a younger Arislandi Lara, there's been plenty of opportunities where he could have let his hands go more, actually gotten the stoppage, because a lot of fighters, they warriors, you know what I mean? They're capable of being knocked out, but they're just not going to give up. So you really have to, press the issue and pretty much, like I said, beat them into submission. And Arislandi Lara early in his career, he would he would dominate each and every round. And then when we get to the 10th, 11th, 12th round where the guy's pretty much done and ready to go, Arislandi Lara would just be content with, piling up the rounds and just going to the scorecards. You know what I'm saying? That's how I looked at Shakur Stevenson's performance tonight. He dominated Artem Harutyunyan. It was a great performance in all honesty. He just showed that he was on a totally different level. And Shakur Stevenson proves yet again that he's one of the best, not only lightweights in the world, but fighters in the world, period, man. His defense looked great. His punching accuracy his accuracy in terms of punching was great as well. Artem was trying his best, but obviously he didn't have the tools necessary in order to neutralize somebody as elite as Shakur Stevenson. So I did see that the crowd was actually booing Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson actually deflected and said that they were probably booing Artem in all honesty. But I didn't really look at Artem as somebody who was really in survival mode in all honesty. I just think that he didn't really have any answers and he was doing the most with what he had. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really see Artem like running around the ring or anything like that or trying to, steer away from Shakur Stevenson's power. I thought there was plenty of times that Shakur could have pulled the trigger, but he chose not to. I think that there was plenty of opportunities that were in front of him that he just didn't take. So I'm going to really put that on Shakur Stevenson at the end of the day. But regardless, it's a dominant victory. That was his last fight. on his current Top Rank contract. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does next. And he threw a little shot at Top Rank as well, with the T-shirt that he had on. It was a picture of Bob Arum and Lomachenko, and on the back of the shirt he said Bob is protecting his son from this ass whooping. So obviously, Shakur Stevenson believes there's some sort of bias going on at Top Rank, similar to what Terrence Crawford had believed, which is why he had ended up suing Top Rank and things of that nature. But um, this may be a sign that, Shakur Stevenson may not return to Top Rank, but that's a totally different discussion. That was my post-fight reaction to Shakur Stevenson versus Artem Harutyunyan. And before I close out, man, I just wanted to say that, over just watching this whole card, Keyshawn Davis got his victory. You know what I'm saying? In a real physical, dirty fight, man. His opponent was throwing a lot of dirty, rabbit punches and stuff like that. Even picking up Keyshawn and just, looking for a way out, in all honesty. That's how I took it. But the thing that stood out most to me, man, was the absolute robbery that they did to Oshaki Foster, man, with Robson Conceição. You know what I'm saying? Conceição got absolutely outboxed. You know what I'm saying? Looking over the fight, man, I think I was just being generous giving this man 2 rounds. I thought Oshaki Foster did everything that he needed to do to secure to secure a victory against Conceição. Once I heard those scorecards, and I had heard that they had gave Conceição 116, 112, 8 rounds to 4. I'm like, yo, where did you get 8 rounds from with Conceição? So I automatically smelled something suspicious. I already knew that there was something going on. And when they said the new, man, I was absolutely shocked, man. And, obviously we've seen a lot of bullshit scorecards in the past. We've seen a lot of blatant robberies in the sport of boxing. But for some reason, man, it just takes my breath away every time. You see what I mean? To see somebody utterly dominate a fight and get it taken away from them, it's sad, bro. And then I was hearing that Oshaki Foster actually only has 1 fight left on his Top Rank deal. So, I don't know if I'm just being a conspiracy theorist like these Ryan Garcia supporters. I don't know what it is, but I blatantly believe that was done strategically. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to take that belt off of him before, he got up out of that Top Rank deal. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised at all if Oshaki Foster doesn't get this rematch against Conceição. I believe they're going to put Conceição in a different direction, considering that most likely his contract with Top Rank isn't up anytime soon. They've seen that Oshaki Foster might walk out of the door after this deal, you know what I mean, and explore other options in the 130-pound division. So before he has stepped up out of there, man, I genuinely believe that they made it their sole mission to take that title away from him and keep it within their promotional stable, man. You know what I'm saying? It's an unfortunate situation. Boxing is very corrupt, and this is just another example of it. But, that's my overall take on the entire card that I was paying attention to. Shout out to Abdullah Mason as well, man. This dude is an absolute phenom, and I'm loving what I'm seeing from the kid, man. He's just shining like a diamond every time he steps into the boxing ring, man. I hope that they continue pushing this kid to the best of their ability, and they may have somebody extremely special on their hands. And we may be looking at, the future of the lightweight division or just boxing in general. But that's my overall take on Shakur Stevenson versus Artem Harutyunyan. That's my post-fight reaction. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Shakur Stevenson's performance and what he should be doing next going forward. What did you think about the approach he took with Artem? Could he have gone for the stoppage? Were you content with his performance? You let me know in the comments below. This is Mazuma TV. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm out of here, man.